Let's see how the Max Out card exchange works in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. For the end of 2020, the publisher promised a solution to take advantage of the extra cards that a lot of players have after having maxed them out, and finally it is released. Let's see what this solution proposes. So the first time you have a max out item that has the required minimal quantity of exceeding units, you will receive a pop-up like the one that you are seeing right now on the screen. And a new section called Card Exchange will become available in the store. In that shop section, you will be able to trade the exceeding units of your max card for new ones, which are not maxed out yet. Don't worry, the game will not propose you max cards again. You will be able to trade your max out card having most exceeding units. In this video, let's take the vegan diet card as the example. If you have the most exceeding units in your vegan diet card, then you will only be able to choose the exceeding units of this card for the exchange, because it is the card which has the highest surplus with 1219 extra cards in this example. So the minimum amount of exceeding max cards on a single item to trade in is 6 epic cards or 60 rare cards or 600 common cards. That means that if you have max a common card but have only 599 extra cards, then you won't be able to exchange for other cards. With the extra cards of your item having the highest surplus, which is the vegan diet here, you can choose to receive either 3 epic cards, the purple cards, or 30 rare cards, the orange cards, or 300 common cards, the blue cards. These options will unlock cards that you haven't maxed out yet. You will have to select one. Be careful when doing it, as this selection is irreversible. So to sum up, the exchange rate is 6 epic cards in exchange for 3 not maxed out epic cards, 60 rare cards in exchange for 30 not maxed out rare cards, 600 common cards in exchange for 300 not maxed out common cards. So that means you are going to exchange 2 cards for 1 new card of the same card class. Don't worry, the cards that the game will propose in the exchange cannot be max cards, so the exchange will always be useful for your upgrades. But sometimes, because the 3 cards that are proposed are random, it can happen, of course, that they are not used in your main lineups. In that case, you will need to hope to get more luck during the next exchange. So in this example, the Hades threat has been chosen as 3 new epic cards. So what can you do when the 3 proposed cards are not interesting for your build? Well, you can wait to get 3 other cards 40 hours later. Indeed, you can trade in your cards once every 40 hours for free. However, you can get more exchanges by spending gems, but only 3 times at the most during this period of 48 hours. So if you start exchanging a max card at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, you will be able to exchange again only at 1 p.m. on Friday, so 48 hours later, if you don't want to pay with gems to get additional exchanges. If you want to exchange 3 more times during those 48 hours, then you will need to spend gems in an incremental way. 600 gems for the first additional exchange, 1,200 gems for the second additional exchange, 2,400 gems for the third and last additional exchange over the 48 hours period. So the publisher has found there a good way to satisfy players who are fed up of receiving useless exceeding units for their max cards, but also to keep them from upgrading too fast at the same time. The risk of players upgrading their cards too fast is, of course, to create an unbalanced playing field, especially in high tours, where there is no capping in cast level and where there are a small group of players who already have very high level cards. a larger group of players who are willing to buy cards in the store or to use this max out cards exchange solution to try and enter the first group, and a much larger group of players who don't have high level cards enough and who will be glad to slowly upgrade their epic cards for free by getting rid of their extra max cards every 48 hours. This exchange mechanism means as well that you won't be able to exchange all of your exceeding units at once today to get hundreds of missing epic cards for your upgrade. That may disappoint some players, but remember, the fact that such a max cards exchange solution exists is already a very good thing in Tennis Clash, compared to the time we had to collect useless exceeding units for our max cards without being able to do anything with them. A done something is better than a perfect nothing. In other words, having a solution, even if it may not meet all expectations, is still better than having no solution at all. So you may wonder what happens when you have maxed out all of your cards. Well, the answer is simple. You will be able to exchange the extra cards for gems or special strings. That's up to you. Wow, that's so cool. Hey, just kidding. You will be able to exchange the exceeding units for gold coins. You will be able to exchange 6 epic cards or 60 rare cards or 600 common cards to get 50,000 gold coins. Yay! You will not be rich like Croesus, but at least you will get rid of the exceeding units of your max cards. So that's cool. Here are some other things to bear in mind with that max cards solution. If you don't select an option when opening the card exchange option and exit, the store section will present the same bag until you choose one. So you won't get other cards if you close the app after having seen that the 3 cards that are proposed don't suit you. That would be too easy, right? After confirming the trade, a timer will be shown, displaying how long it will take for the next daily update. If at the refresh time there isn't any tradable max out card, as soon as you get one, the store will be updated with the trade option. If there are not enough cards unlocked and not maxed out for a given rarity, the trade option will be replaced by one of the lowest rarity available. Let's take an example. All the rare cards are already maxed out, so the 30 rare cards will be replaced by another 300 common cards. If there aren't 3 options that match the criteria, the remaining options will be 50,000 gold coins. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me explain how the max out card exchange solution works in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Good luck for your extra cards exchanges. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.